Hello, everyone. Bondar JR, Silverwolf, Ron. I was checking to see if my microphone was on because if I had a nickel for every time I started my little, what do you call it? Segue. I don't know if it's called a segue. Monologue. Oh, started my monologue uh, and my microphone was off. But yes, so we're going to stream some Eve Online tonight. So let's go ahead and get started. So let's transition over. This is my alt. Bring up my second one just so I got them. And there we go. All right. So we're going to do our air stuff. Why does he have that stuff in there? Because he actually did something that did this. Oh, I did that one of those sites the other night. So actually we're going to try. So it looks like our air stuff has reset. Because technically Eve time. Today's August 1st. But it is now giving me 2 for each one. So I'm getting 10,000 each time. Still only get 225,000 for the overall. But actually, oh, it looks like, is it? Yeah, it's still a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Right? 13, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yep, so it's still 12. But I get 10,000 for each one now. So that's pretty cool. So I'm going to scan the 5 signatures. But we can start building that up and get that going. I don't know if it'll keep going up. That would be awesome if it did. But so we're going to give that a try. So without further ado, appreciate all you guys being here. I saw Jerry Can's in there. Thanks, Jerry Can. Sorry, I had to hydrate. Let's see what we got. We got 2 signals here, so that'll get us partway there. So let's do full screen. When I'm scanning, I prefer full screen. I know. I'm kind of a weirdo. Warp out here. Get us away from the station. That's another discussion topic Jerry Can and I have from time to time on whether it's okay to scan near the station or near the gate. Seems to be a preference thing. I personally like hiding when I scan. I'm not hiding very well, so let's go ahead and get these scanned down. So let's launch our probes. Get these analyzed down so I can see who the 3 are. So it says I have 3. All right. So it does look like there's actually 3. So thank you guys for being here. Appreciate it. Also wanted to say thanks to my YouTube viewers. I'm getting a lot of viewers on YouTube that are commenting and appreciate that. There's a wormhole. I really don't care what they are. I just need 5 signatures, so. But wormholes are always interesting. Always interesting. Stomach's kind of bothering me tonight. I don't know why. Must have been something I ate. It's funny because now it says we're 2, but in the chat still shows the same people. I don't know. Some days just doesn't pay to get out of bed. Somehow I got a mirror here when I haven't even scanned it yet, but probably because I wasn't right on it. But I think we're going to need to at least go up 1. See if we can figure out which side of the mirror is correct. All that did was expand the mirror. I can honestly say I don't think I've ever had that happen before. All right, let's try this. Because that's not doing nothing. Giving me the same results. Alright, well that's probably not the one we want. Alright, combat site. It's usually the one farthest from where you scan. Really? I will try that. Because I always choose the wrong one. So, I will try that. And I probably choose the closest one when I scan. So that kind of makes sense. Yeah, let's just warp to 0. I don't have any enemies here. I'm friend to everybody. And now we'll fly to this wormhole and somebody will gank us. I'll definitely try that next time. Okay, 162. Wormholes beginning to decay. Probably won't last another day. That's 4 to 12 hours. Let's go ahead and save this one. Eight 1 02 51. Let's go ahead and enter this bad boy and see what's going on the other side. I always fly to 100. Yeah, I usually do too. But I'm kind of feeling since we survived last night, I'm kind of feeling kind of bold. Which probably means I'll end up getting killed tonight. So, probably right here. Alright, so this is the wormhole system. Let's bring up our directional scanner. And let's close you for now. Couple stations. Not bad. Doesn't look like any ships. Perimeter hangar. What's the perimeter? That's a combat site. How many scan ones does it have? Oh, we could scan a bunch. So let's go ahead and fly out here to one of these planets.
Warp drive active.
Let's see what's going on. Let me check my directional scanner while we're at it. Still same one. Nothing. I must just be in a good time zone. I don't know. Nobody's in any wormhole systems when I'm on. Seems too good to be true, to be perfectly honest. But I stuck my head in a wormhole once and got it promptly blown off. Yeah, you know, that has never happened to me. But I'm about due. So, because I do mess around too much. And I really should be more careful. Two insta-lock thrashers. See, that's pretty awesome. They're just sitting there camping the hole. That's pretty good. Because that's dedication. There's never a guarantee that anybody's going to scan down the hole. So that's dedication. One for my ship and one for my pod. Yeah, see, that's the other one. That's the other thing that happens when you're in these kind of ones is there's no chance of escape. You're getting potted. You're definitely getting potted. So there's my probes. So nobody else is out. Just my probes. Oh, that's good. All right. So you say it's the farthest one away. So I'm going to try that. I am going to try that. Because it's always the second one I try. And I probably try the closest one. Just because that's human nature. But I'll definitely get my 5 scans here. So that's good. You were right. Oh man, that's going to be my new method. You're awesome. Because that always frustrates me. Always frustrates me. Because I always choose incorrectly. But I'm sure I always choose the closer one. So. Nobody there. Man, I haven't got what this one is yet, for crying out loud. Data site. $38. Ugh. Pretty. You have to get pretty lucky on this one. 71. We might make it. We might make it. We might make it. There we go. Awesome. Try that one. Wormhole. I really want an ore belt. Oh, I didn't shrink it down. So that's not going to help me much. No, actually it did. Went to 80. Well, that's really weird. I've never had that happen. All right, there's two. I think this would be the last one for my air, but I'll go ahead and scan down the rest, see if any of them are interesting. All right, furthest one away. Probably that one. Another wormhole. Another wormhole. I think that's probably why we kept seeing so many people fly through last night, because we really didn't see that many. I think there was a buzzard and an ocular, but it's probably because it was one of those external wormhole systems that everybody uses to get out of their system back to high sec or wherever. So, which makes sense because it was right on the edge. So people were just passing through. Nobody was actually doing anything in it except me. All right. Selected. That is a relic site. $80. Doesn't look like there's any ore sites, which kind of sucks. It's a mirror one. Let's try this one first. Do. Another wormhole. Man, it's just a plethora of wormholes tonight. Right. Scan these down. And maybe we'll bring Kragen in here and scan him down as well. Get him his as well. That didn't work. There we go. I've always wanted to try something, so maybe we'll do that with Kragen. So once we have these locked down, I'll actually just scan on top of the bookmark and see if it finds it. Another wormhole. My goodness. Maybe one of these will be a shortcut. Some way we can sneak through to the other side of high-sec space. That would be cool. I got some ships I'd like to get out the other side. Alright. Let's get the last one. So let's see what we got here. I don't know which one was the further one away, so we'll just pick one. The wormhole. All right. So let's check out these wormholes. So we're actually gonna warp further away on these.
Warp drive active.
The probes are gone. There's nobody else around. Nobody else around. Hey, Lilium. Lily. Appreciate the raid. Gravabier. zioninsane. Welcome, guys. Lily, welcome. Appreciate you guys being here. Thanks for the follow, zioninsane. Just scanning down some wormholes. Thanks for the follow. Bigglesworth, what's up, buddy? Hey, Pappy. 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 Z64781. 3 o'clock. Man, you guys are right on the money. Right on 3 o'clock. Or eve time, 3 o'clock. What's up, SnideDog? How's my favorite son? Let's check this one out.
Warp drive active.
Appreciate the raid, Lily and SnideDog. I was watching you guys earlier, so I didn't recognize the game you guys were playing when you started off. Was that X Defiant? That one looked like a nice new one. Bagels took us to PvP. The dad. It was slow because no one wanted to fight us. At least we did not die. There you go. I can't say how many times I go to PvP by accident, and I always die. So I think I've only gotten away once or twice. So that one's interesting. That's a Q wormhole. I don't know where they're coming up with all these new letters. A1 03 09. But yeah, appreciate you guys. Thanks for being here, Raiders. So PvP without dying, that's pretty awesome. Can't beat that. It is fun. I'm not good, but we have fun. Yeah, I didn't want to say that, but you did look like you were getting killed a lot in that one. But yeah, I have to check that one out. Looked like it was kind of one of those that would be nice to not have to think about as much. Eve's got a lot of thinking. And so sometimes it's kind of nice to not think so much. To just run around and shoot somebody. So I did that with, what was the one? I can't think of the name of it now. There's one where you're army going against terrorists, and I did that for a while with that one. But playing against the computer is just not challenging enough. So, and every time I played against real humans, I was dead in, like 2 minutes. So, all right. Man, lots of wormholes in this place today. So we did our air and only scanned down, I think, two cosmic signatures, but found one that was a wormhole that went to nullsec. So we jumped into nullsec and found a bunch more signatures. So we got our air. And what I'm going to do is I'm saving all these. So I'm going to have one of my alts come in here and scan the bookmarks to see if it actually gives them to him, so he doesn't actually have to waste the time scanning them all down. Find another way to cheat on my airs. So Coors Light ad. There you go. Oh, crap. Was there an ad going on? Oh, I do see the ad message, so I must have been talking through the ad. So, as usual, X-Lax Smooth Move of the Week.
Warp drive active.
Yeah, a lot of wormholes. So yeah, what I'll do is I'll fly out of here and I'll bring Kragen back in and have him try to scan the bookmarks to see if it actually gives him what we need. There's a Y683. I've never heard of a Y683 wormhole. Man. What did it say? Dangerous unknown parts of space. All parts of space are dangerous for me. 683 81 312. All right. Lurk, thank you so much for streaming and giving us a good place to raid. Have a great stream. Thanks. You guys are always welcome. I love my lurkers. Plus, you guys probably want to get some sleep. You've been streaming, what did you stream, 6 hours? That's a pretty good one. Always a pleasure. Actually, let me do a shout out for you guys. I always forget the shout outs. So that way, try and give back. So But yeah, if you guys, Jared Can, if you haven't checked them out, they're pretty good. Check them out. They're a nice husband-wife team that streams together. Stream the husband-wife that plays together, stays together, right? So, gotta love that. I can never get my wife to play games. She thinks that's the biggest waste of time. And she loves to shop, and I think that's the biggest waste of time. So we agree to disagree. C008. My goodness gracious, they've got all new numbers. Reaching the end of its normal life. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and save it just because Kragen can scan it down. C088. Well, at least they all got different IDs. That's good. Half the time I get 4 K162s and I can't keep track of them. 810314. All right. So let's go ahead. You know what? None of those were my exit hole. That's weird. I'm pretty sure I checked it. Don't tell me it collapsed after I got in here. That would be really uncool. Well, let's check these out again. So, what does this one say? Too far away. Show info. Dangerous unknown parts of space. Yeah. All right. Let's check out the other ones.
Warp drive active.
Yeah, this is interesting because it looks like I didn't save it after I got in, which was insane. But maybe it collapsed. I could have swore I checked it and it said it had 4 to 12 hours. In fact, I'm pretty sure I did. So one of these has got to be it. High security space. That's it. That's it. Want to bet? Want to bet? All right, so let's warp over to this one, and then we'll warp back to this one.
Active.
All right.
Warp drive active.
I didn't accept my air stuff. Claim, claim, claim. Excellent. Oop. I'm gonna uncloak. And there I got it. Excellent. Alrighty. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna dock this guy.
Warp drive active.
We're gonna go ahead and have Kragen get his. None of those turned out to be ore sites, so that kind of sucked. Let's see, what skills do I have? Covert ops. Yeah, that's...
Docking permission requested. Docking request accepted.
Bigglesworth. Como Takana. Yeah. Como Takana. How am I doing? I don't think so. No. That's Kumusta Kana. is how am I doing? I don't know that one, Bigglesworth. My Tagalog is really bad. It's one I'm working on. All right, let's switch over to Kragen. So let me switch you guys over to Kragen. Yeah, yeah. My the only words I know are the ones my wife calls me when she's upset with me. So there's one for crazy. What is it? Yeah. Insane, I think it is. Yeah, exactly. And I always get upset with her when she calls me that. I'm not insane. Don't call me that. All right, so we want our scanning ship. I want to fly out there with our cruiser. That would not accomplish what we're trying to accomplish. I think I checked and there were no signatures in Vanillin, so we'll just jump right to what's up, Boojum? Welcome to the stream. Appreciate you raiding with Lily and Dog. SnideDog. I don't know why I couldn't think of SnideDog. I knew it was Dog. Actually, let's check this. Yeah, no signatures here. Let's jump. Jump. Sorry, you guys are a lot younger. That's a blast from my past. Van Halen. Jump. You guys probably don't even know who Van Halen is. That's one I've been meaning to ask Lily, and I need to ask. Actually, Bigglesworth is on here. So I noticed that a lot of streamers play music on theirs, but every time I play music on mine, in fact, a couple of my intro and my exit, it comes up and always says that it's copyrighted. It doesn't ever ding me on it because I actually have the rights to it, but so I don't know. It's one of those where I want to figure out how to be able to play music or have like a jukebox where people could choose what music they want, use the kind of channel bucks to put songs and that kind of stuff. So I'd love to have some music playing in the background. And I've heard some of them. I just don't know how they get away with it. So I'm gonna, yeah, let's go ahead and scan these down. Because if we scan these down and we get up to 5, we don't have to worry about doing any others. So.
Warp drive active.
Well, I exclude certain audio from my VOD. Yeah, so that might be what I have to do is just take it out. Yeah, so I guess that's what I could do. I could put it in an audio track in my stream and then exclude it when I push the video out to YouTube or whatever. So yeah. I'm not a fan of that either. I'm not a fan of anything AI, though. I did. You guys might get a kick out of this. I don't know. I plugged into one of those AI image generators. I said, generate me an image of Elon Musk shooting Bill Gates with like a .44 Magnum, and it did a pretty good job. It really did. I don't know that it would have held up in court, but it was a pretty good job. It was kind of, I don't know what we were. I think my wife and I are big on crime dramas, and so I think we were watching some crime drama, and they weren't sure if the video evidence had been AI generated or not, and I'm like, they can't do that. Like, who are you kidding? They can do whatever they want. So no, I don't think I saved it, to be honest, because I was too afraid that then I'd get investigated for something, and they'd find that on my hard drive and call it child porn or something. I don't know. It was one of those where it was kind of like, yeah, this might incriminate me. Like I said, it was pretty good. Bill looked a little rough, but Bill looks a little rough nowadays. I mean, he has not aged well. So So yeah, that's what I was thinking. Yeah, that doesn't look right. And then I actually went out and pulled a picture of Bill nowadays, and he looks rough. So yeah, yeah, child. That's what I'm saying. No, my luck. That's what things usually work. Would be somebody would list it as child porn or something, you know, and they did a hard drive search on me, you know. Like, that's Elon Musk and Bill Gates. No, it's not. No, I probably shouldn't pick on Elon because my internet may have to be, when I move to the Philippines, my internet may have to be what he's providing because the Philippines is not quite as advanced as we are here in the United States when it comes to internet providers. So I may have to use Starlink. So just so I have enough bandwidth to be able to do anything. So I better not make him upset. He might ban me from Starlink. Though the Philippines is prone to storms, so any kind of satellite stuff, I know here, and when you have satellite TV, there's a storm going on, nothing works. So, and they have a lot of storms, so I don't want to lose my internet every time it storms, since they have a lot of storms. But yeah, I may have to use Starlink. Haven't quite figured that one out yet. That's one of those things that I really can't do much on until I get there. So, man, second wormhole. Second wormhole. So anyway, in Lily's stream, what were you guys hunting down? Tried to do some PvP. Who were you stalking? Said everybody ran away. Sir Robin ran away. He tucked his tail between his legs and ran away. Sorry, there's another one from my generation you guys might not know. Monty Python. All right. See what we can drive down on this one. Nope, looks like I got something. Scan 15 wormholes. There you go. Just keep getting air ones I don't know anything about. So keep getting air ones I don't know nothing about. Just keep collecting. Keep collecting. So I wanted to say thanks again, Bigglesworth, for last night with the subs. You guys are awesome. I really need to get something that displays on here what my goals are and that kind of stuff so that you guys can see that. But I think I do have one on there. Yeah, so Jackson Sinclair was the last one that donated, so that's why he's on there. Only shows the last one, unfortunately, so... Alright, scan this one down. 3 wormholes. 3 wormholes. Alright, we may as well check these out, see where they go. See where they go.
Drive active.
Let's see where they go. K162. I think that goes to high sec. Probably won't last another day. That's 4 to 12. Okay. Let's save. Exits always look like K162, so 0328. All right.
Warp drive active.
Check out the next one. Oh, he's taking him out. So that is a trig wormhole. So I may come back and check that one out. He's got a bunch of stuff in trig space that it would be nice to get out of there. Not that it's worth anything, but the stuff that he's got isn't worth anything, but be good just to clean up my my assets tab, personal assets one. So yeah, he's got a bunch of systems. They're all these interstellar navigation logs. So a couple probes or drones and stuff. Some stuff that I salvaged after I got killed. A641. High security space. Well, we're definitely going to have to check that one out. Beginning decay won't last another day. 4 to 12. That might be the one I'm looking for to get my ship back. That would be awesome. Let's save you. A641. 810330. All right. So let's go. Yeah, let's warp to these guys. And then we'll warp back to this one. I want to see where this one goes. Cause I have a Hulk. I have a Exhumer 26 jumps away, which would be nice to pick up if that one happens to bring me within striking distance. So let's see.
Drive active.
Why this one got shrunk down? Yeah, probably won't last another day. That's 4 to 12, so I got at least 4 hours. Enter. Aiden. 18 jumps. Still 22 jumps. Yeah. Didn't get me any closer to where I wanted to be, so that's all right. $332. So yeah, that doesn't get me any closer, but it was worth a try. It was worth a try. It was worth a try. Alright, let's check this one.
Warp drive active.
Show info. Probably won't last another day. That's 4 to 12. Enter. Alright. Pull your neck back in your shell. You don't get it blown off. What is this? Class 3 cataclysmic variable effects. Oh. Say that 10 times fast. Wrong one. Alright, let's... So we got a lot of signatures in here that we can scan down, but let's see what we got. Jimbo Bob's Galente shuttle. So somebody's in here, but he's in a shuttle. And there's no stations. Interesting. Well, let's see.
Warp drive active.
Uh-oh. National Weather Service severe thunderstorm warning in effect for this area. 60-mile-an-hour winds till 11 p.m. All right. Well, that's like, yeah, 30 minutes for crying out loud. Oh, actually, I wanted to launch my stuff before we did that, but that's okay. Shuttle's gone. Well, he's either hiding or he left. All right. So we'll scan a couple of these down. See, let's see. We got there's a mining site. There's a mining site. 2 mining sites right off the bat. See if we scan any others down. Oops. We need a couple more just for my air daily, so we'll scan those down. See if our shuttle friend comes back. There is a station, POS there. Go to the farthest one per Jerry can.
Captain, incoming message.
Somebody's texting me. Who's texting me at this hour? Oh, no. National Weather Service. They didn't think the alert was enough, so they sent me another alert. Funny, we're under a severe thunderstorm watch until 11, but the weather says expect rain around midnight. I really should have been a weatherman, because then being wrong is not a problem. Never a problem. Never a problem. Never a problem. Oops, wrong one. All right, 24, just short. Looks like we're right on it though. Maybe a little tweak. Maybe a little tweak. Well, I guess it's good. They warned us that maybe if we have a power outage, at least then you guys will see what's going on. In case I disappear all of a sudden, nobody will panic. All right, wormhole. Maybe we can get this one quick. Shuttle didn't come back. All right. Let's try that. I think I only need one more. Yeah, we might have to come back here and mine this one. Could make a living doing this. Mining these wormhole sites each night. Especially since nobody seems to be on at the same time as me. Makes it a lot easier. Makes it a lot easier. Not too worried about a shuttle, unless he goes and gets his battleship friends. Yes, he go. Add. Relic site. Coors Light again. Well, yeah. Lily's group is here, so they're younger generation. They might be big beer drinkers, so maybe they're taking in the demographics. I don't know. Maybe they're taking in the demographics. Never been a big beer drinker. Never. Even in college. But in college we were so poor. It was crappy beer, so. Ow, I would shot clear across. I'd like to find one of these sites that somebody would actually have to scan down, because then it would take them a little longer to find me. But another wormhole. A lot of freaking wormholes. I'm not sure if Eve's depiction of the universe with all these wormholes is correct. Seems that was their easy way to solve all these wormhole systems and entering into them. So not really a realistic assessment. But then again, I don't know that we could prove that one way or the other. So as far as we know, they might be right. As far as we know, they might be right. As far as we know, they might be right. Sign this thing again because it ain't working for me. There we go. So that's another question I have. Does this scanner automatically keep scanning, or does it only scan when I hit scan? Because it keeps the stuff out there and eventually it times out. and then I usually hit scan again. But I'm curious if somebody was to fly into the system. I guess we could test that. We could have Kragen fly in here and see if he shows up. I think he did when I did it last night. I think he did. But don't quote me on that. So nobody seems to care about these systems. Another wormhole. It looks like I'm right on top of it. So let's just go ahead and analyze that baby down. You have to hit scan. Okay. Yeah, it's weird because I know if I leave it there for a second, couple minutes, it eventually, the list disappears. But I was curious if somebody was to jump in here after I hit scan, would I see him, or I wouldn't see him until I hit scan the next time. But I think I saw Rage when he was coming in last night to that other system. But then again, that might just be because it's an Aldemine. We were also in the same fleet, so it kind of made sense. And I would know where he was because of the fleet, so. Bet you these are all going to be wormholes. Nope, that's another relic site. These guys have no skills when it comes to those. In fact, that's probably one of the ones I should be trying to raise. Their relic and their astrology and hacking skills. So I can have them start doing sites as well. Help me collect research materials. Invention materials. All right, last one. Still no other ore sites, but I can fly out here and check these other ones out, see what they're doing. See what kind of stuff we got there. Lights flashing. I don't hear it raining. Yeah, light's definitely flashing. Furthest away. Furthest away. You may have just made my whole scanning career there, Jerry Can. That one used to irritate the daylights out of me. Aliens now. It says that we're under a severe thunderstorm watch, but I don't hear any rain. But unfortunately, here in the Midwest, ooh, what is that? A gas site. That's interesting. That's interesting. I'm not a huge gas miner, but that's pretty profitable. Yeah, that, and that's also one that they would have to scan down to find me. Either scan me down or scan down the site. That might be. Yeah, so I hit scan. So now the scan's done. I pull my drones in. Still shows my drones there, so that makes sense. I know if I hit scan again, though, now the drones will be gone, so. But that's interesting. So I am cloaked. So let's go check out this site. Warp to 30.
Warp drive
Average
active.
frontier deposit. What does that mean? Average frontier deposit. It sounds like it's high sec minerals, crying out loud. Yeah, it don't look like there's very many either. Kernite, Pyro, Arcanor. I looked at this one last night. High amount of Megasite. Megasite's pretty good. Max Pyrite. Megasite's a hard one to come by. Umber, Bisset. Bisset was what we were doing last night. We could do the Arcanor and the Bisset. Well, that's not too bad. They're pretty far away from each other though, but there's actually quite a bit there. Let's check out the other one. See what it's got. Warp to 30.
Warp drive
Still nobody
active.
here. Still nobody here. Pyro, Umber, Kernite, Bisset, same stuff. There's some Guinness. I know I'm pronouncing all these wrong. A lot of Pyro. Yeah, that's a waste. Only one Guinness, one Archon. I check that one. Quite a bit of max. Significant volumes of 3 heavily used minerals. Pyrite and isogen, yeah, so that's what I was mining last night, so, and the Bisset, but yeah, they don't have very much in there, so definitely the other one. Let's check out the gas site. Let's see what's there. Just for kicks.
Warp drive
Still nobody.
active.
Still nobody. I don't think I have a ship configured for gas sites. Ooh, my goodness, you see all those rats? I'm cloaked, so that shouldn't matter. Oh, I'm not cloaked. All right, let's get out of here. Ooh, planet Baron.
Warp drive active.
Man, there's a lot. Get out of here, get out of here, get out of here. I didn't save the wormhole when I entered. That's the second time I did that. Oh, because I'm next to that thing. Oh, that's just ridiculous. There we go. If you click the industry tab and tell what the ore refines to. Oh, okay. I didn't realize that. I'll have to check that out. All right, so now I gotta scan it. I gotta fly to these wormholes, figure out which one of them is my exit, since I didn't save it. What a moron. All right, let's go to 20.
Warp drive active.
Start at the top. Yeah, there was a lot of rats at that. I didn't check to see what. And 770. That's not it. That's not it. Next.
Warp drive active.
Would have been so much easier if I saved it on the way in, but so excited about scanning. An idiot. How did I get 50 for any corporation? I didn't do any corporation stuff. D845. High security. That's probably it. Save. E8. 45. Yeah, it looks like they changed the way the wormholes are labeled. Again. 81. 03. Which is not surprising. So let's check out the next one.
Warp drive active.
There's some thunder. You guys probably didn't catch that because I have a filter on my microphone to keep that stuff. So I actually noticed that the other day when my wife was using the shredder, which is literally right next. The only time you could hear the shredder was when I was talking. If I didn't talk, you couldn't hear it. But while I was talking, you could hear it as kind of a distorted thing behind my voice. So it's kind of interesting. Wormholes in decay, probably won't last another day. Dangerous unknown parts of space. Yeah, so that's not it. Quit clicking on it. Pretty sure it's that other one. This is the last one though, so we'll check it out. See, this one goes to high sec too. Then we'll have to make a decision on which one. I should probably scan though. I'm cloaked, so nobody can find me anyway. But doesn't look like anybody's here. Another 162. Unknown parts of space. All right. Let's go back to this guy. This should take me to Hogamo. Oh, excuse me. I definitely didn't get too much sleep last night. That's Hogamo. That was it. And I did save this one, right? Location A. No. It's this one. Yep, approach. There you go. Alright. I didn't remember what J was, but... Alright, let's go to... Let's go back to Venlin. Doc. He got his daily. He could always go and help out,
Warp drive active.
go and help out Rage as we did yesterday. But I don't know. It doesn't really seem like a very busy system, so he should be able to handle it himself. Oh, yeah, that's true. He can't handle the rats by himself. Since it's a wormhole system, so that's a good point. And actually, I should have saved the jump point. So let's go get our ship. We'll go ahead and get him. We'll stop his scan like we did last night. We'll have him play guard. We'll go mine for an hour or so. Or till we get killed. Or till we lose power from the horrible storm. Of course, it said at 11. We're under severe thunderstorm warning till 11, and it's 10:58. So, but they'll just extend it again. That's what they always do. Board. Undock. Ooh. No, he should have left that stuff here. Let's dock. Dock.
Docking permission requested.
Yeah, these are pretty valuable. We should definitely leave those here. Hello?
Docking permission requested. Docking request accepted.
Alright, undock. Jump to Hogomo.
Warp drive active.
Close you. Jerry Can, I'm probably going to work on that blur thing tomorrow. So, see if I can get that set up. The one that you sent me actually was for a different... I use OBS as my streaming software. It was for something different. But I think it's still the same concept. I found another one for OBS. It's a lot older, like 6 years ago. But it pretty much said the same thing. So, but yeah, it looks like it's pretty easy to set up. So just more overlays, which I already got going on. So let's go. Jump in here.
Active.
I might try and go to that gas site and see if I can take out those rats. Especially if I'm gonna close you, because we're not gonna scan anything down anymore. We're just gonna use a direction scanner. And we want to use a floating one. Let's put it here. Yep, oh buddy. So it did an automatic scan. That was kind of cool. Oh, I took it off. I tell you, some days doesn't pay to get out of bed. That was the gas one. Where is it at? This one. Say warp to 30. See if we can keep them at a distance in case they get too much. Let's get rid of that. I didn't see if any of them are battleships or anything. So these are cruisers. So yeah, so no, they should be good. Couple cruisers, but we'll see if we can handle them. $23. Oop, wrong one. Actually, they're doing some damage right off the bat. Yeah, that's not gonna work. Oh, they're warp scrambling me. Come on, come on, come on. Yeah, that's not gonna work. Funny though, it didn't find those. Why doesn't it see those ships? I don't trust a damn scanner. Alright, so let's do this. Let's go. I think the Barnowear site was the one that was better. I think if I remember correctly. Yeah, let's just warp there.
Warp drive active.
There you go. Alright, so we want, there's Nis, Arc, Bisset. This is the one that had all the pyro, so no. Let's go to this one.
Warp drive active.
Oh, it did pick up something else in there. That's weird. Maybe they were cutting through. I didn't see what it was. Amber's not bad, but while I'm here, this arc, let's do this one. Save. Alright, so let's sit here. And we'll sit here scanning while Rage comes in and does some mining. Ship. Victorious. Make sure I empty out my cargo hold. There's been several times that I've flown out to a freaking belt and my cargo hold was full. Like, really? How dumb can you be? Right? How dumb can you be? Oh, he's still got his shield thing on. I hear it. We don't need that anymore. So we probably don't need this anymore. Yeah, those guys were quick to jump on me. Alright, he's going to go to Hogmo. Jump. Actually. Yeah, so he does. Drone 5, Galente Drone. So with the hammerheads now. No characters. Yeah. Medium drone operation. That's why. Because the hobgoblins are small. Nobody there. Nobody there. As long as those sleepers don't come over to our belt. Yep. Every single time. Scared the crap out of me. So no, he didn't show up in there until I hit scan. Oh, ads on. It didn't do the ad announcement. Oh no, it's saying ad start in. That's why. Okay. All right. Archon, Bisset. Another Archon. All right. Let's... What's Bisset? So if I do show info, you say go to industry. There you go. Gives me only 160 units of Sidrine. That's not a whole lot. 120 units of megasite. A lot of mechs, a lot of pyrite. This one, a lot of mechs, a lot of pyrite. So Zidrine's probably worth more. No orders, of course, because we're in null space. It'll say down here, titanium. Zidrine's probably worth more than mechs, I think. But yeah, it won't show me. So let's just do both. Let's do that. Oh, actually, we should have. Let's do this. Form fleet with. Yes. Now there's the add note message. All right. So minimize that, close that, bring this up, mining hold, throw that in there. Okay. Now we got everybody full. So we actually get more Bisset than we do Arc. Yeah, let's look here. Unfortunately, if I do that, then I'm not going to be able to see what I'm doing. Scanning. Archaeology. Oh, he doesn't even have. Oh, there's hacking. Yeah. Yeah, so those guys. Add those two. That should give him some scanning stuff. Only an Amazon pop-up, really? That's weird. Actually, though, I don't know if you heard last night. Last night, I think it was Bigglesworth. Yeah, I think it was Bigglesworth. Every time the ads would come on, it would disconnect him from the stream. Which, as he said, was very frustrating. And I mentioned you that you don't always get the ads and I love me a hot chocolate. There you go. Can't go wrong with hot chocolate. Always a good one. Always a good one. I wonder if I should do can mining. I don't know. I could bring my cloaker in here and pick it up. They might be camping it out. And again, we haven't seen any activity whatsoever. So I hate to lose my whole hour, but that would make the hour a lot more productive if I wasn't flying back and forth all the time. Let's give her a try. What's the worst that'll happen, right? I'll get killed and lose all my ore. What else is new, right? Let's jettison. Yes. Let's set name on here. So we want RM0414. And let's open it. Let's throw that in there. Boom, boom. Uh-oh. Once again, invest in the Miamos. Yeah. I've got that prorator, and so that one's nice. A nice cloaking hauler, so that's kind of what I was thinking, is that one would work out pretty well. I saw that cargo container pop up and was like, oh crap. Super paranoid. Everything can be replaced. I heard one today. Somebody said it's actually fun losing ships. I'm like, no, it's not. Yeah. Yeah, see, on my, so my prorator, it gets not, I can get, actually, I got to look at it because I added some rigs to it. I think I can get 16K out of it. And it cloaks. So, and it aligns on a dime. So, as long as somebody's not warp scrambled me. It lines super quick. I love that ship. In fact, I need to build one for Kragen. He doesn't have one yet. He doesn't have one yet. Actually, though, I'm curious if he can even fly one. I'm perfectly honest. I think he can. Yes, he can. Because he had one when I first joined back. He had one, and I took it from him. So yeah. Yep. Yeah, there's nobody in this system. I mean, this is impressive. So you said Miasmos? Yeah, see, he's got the skills. Actually, yeah, it says he's got it. Yeah, he's already at level 5. So. Yeah, that looks like the, that's probably a derivative of the Iteron Mark V. I've got a Iteron Mark V, and I've got it up to 50,000. Maybe a little short of 50,000. So, but that thing flies like you're flying a pipe. It's not very It doesn't align very quickly. That's one of the reasons I like the prorator, because it aligns super fast. Never had any problem with it, which is awesome. So yeah, there's nobody in this system. Save the can. I don't know if it happens anymore, but I remember in the old days when I used to do can mining, there were times when I would fly out to the can, warp to 0 on the can, and my ship would hit it and send it to the other side of the belt, which of course was a bug. But yeah, I wonder if that still happens. Kind of make it interesting from time to time. Curious about that control tower. I really need to look into using some of those POSs to do my research and stuff, because they really cut down the time and the materials. That's pretty awesome. I don't think it's weird because there's a whole bunch of POSs in Ventolin, but I don't get any when I look in the industry at yeah, what was I trying to say? I don't see any of them that I can use. But yeah, that makes a huge difference. That's the other problem with being in nullsec is you can't check the market and stuff. I need to collect all this money I got in here. Holy cow. Next time we get in station. He's flush. No rats so far. And again, they might all be hanging out in that gas pocket. Funny how the rats don't have to scan them down. Oh, I could easily spend those points. Enter a gas site. I didn't even realize I got that one. Actually pulling the same amount. Interesting. Very interesting. So they must be similar. Must be similar. So what are you up to, Jerry Can? I never asked you that today. Sorry about that. I should have. Penalty to local armor repair and shield booster effectiveness. Remote capacitor transmitter. Capacitor recharge time. Oof. Mining. Yeah, I should have figured that. High sec. You're always in high sec. So that's another stupid question. Using a mining barge? I think you mentioned a retriever the other night. So what you mining with? Venture? I actually had one of my destroyers set up to be a miner. But that was definitely a can mining. So mining for a retriever with the venture. Okay. So you're working to get enough ore to build a retriever. You're working towards it with the venture. Well, you know, if you want, I'm sure I probably have enough to build one. If you want to send me a one build BPC, I could build you one. Contract it over to you. I'm sure I got enough for a retriever. All right. Always welcome. I've got tons and tons and tons of trit and pyrite. It's the mechs and the other ones that I always have trouble with because all my tier 2 stuff uses a bunch of mechs. Bunch of ISO. For some reason, all my those cargo expanders that sell so good, I use a lot of ISO. I don't know why. And construction blocks, which I'm flush with construction. Speaking of that, I need to do my PI. I always forget the PI. I got enough transmitters now, but I need to set it up for mechanical parts is one that I'm needing now. I just build a ton of those and I won't have to worry about them. I hate buying stuff. Let's see, my hole about to fill up now. Nothing. But yeah, if you change your mind, let me know. I'll be happy to do it for you. And for no other reason than you're always the first guy on my stream. So you deserve that much. And you'd mine a lot faster with the retriever, so. Though, skill-wise, I think once you get to a certain skill level, the Venture is not slower. It's just the cargo capacity. But if you're mining to a can like we're doing tonight, I think in some cases it's faster. Got another site that showed up. So one of the other ones I haven't checked to see. This guy doesn't, I don't think he has any planetary industry. Actually, that's not true. He has planetary industry set up in a wormhole system somewhere, which is doing me absolutely no good. But I hate to tear it down because I got stuff on him, but I probably should just tear it down. Yeah, at this point. Not sure I could find that one. Set destination. Yeah. Can't. Can't. It must be on at the perfect time because it's just 2 nights in a row now that we've seen nobody. Just happy as clams. I need to bring Rage out here with a Hulk. The problem is that Hulk, there's no easy way to get away. And I don't have a BPC for Hulks. I think I looked at buying one and they are super, super expensive. The Hulk's a tier 2, so I had to buy the tier 1. I think it was a Retriever, a Coveter or something. It was super, super expensive. But if I did buy one, I'd probably make my money back on it. Research it down, build a couple, sell them off, and make the money back. That's weird too because Khaleesi said that they were going to raid tonight. I saw they were on earlier. I wonder if they're still on. I wonder if they're still on. Maybe we'll raid them. Maybe we'll raid them. Oh, they're still on. They're still on. I need to follow them. I need to follow them. They are still on. They are still on. I'm getting cocky. I really need to keep an eye on things. Somebody's going to come in here and ruin my whole night. 99 mil for a 1-run Hulk and Jita. Oh. Actually, that's not that bad. The Hulks are selling for what? 250 million? That might not be too bad. That way, if I did lose it, at least I could replace it. Like I said, Kragen's got a Hulk. It's just like 26 jumps away, and it's 26 jumps away on the shortest setting. I'm sure it goes through Udema and several other places that I'm not going to want to go through. So it's probably like 50 some jumps away when I do it realistically. So, but I really need to go pick that up and bring that back so that I have it. Yeah, 9.9, that's not too bad. That's one of the things I've thought about doing is selling my BPCs that I get from the invention rather than building them, but they're all ships I like to do. Now the Helios, I actually sell those, so I sell the ships, build the ships and sell them. But I wonder, the BPCs might make I might make more money and be less effort. Really quiet in here. Really quiet. Too quiet. Not even any rats. Like I said, all the rats seem to be like in that gas pocket, so. $9.9 mil for a 1/1 Hulk. That might be. I may look into that. Takes ion thrusters, which I can build. Magnetometric sensor clusters I can build. Photon microprocessors I think I can build. I'm pretty sure. Crystalline carbide armor plate I definitely can build. Fusion reactors I can build. Ooh, there was a thunderclap. Oscillating capacitor unit. Pulse shield emitter. I'm pretty sure I built all those. Construction blocks. Morphite. That's not that bad, especially if that Starship Tech I got, and you need a coveter. Of course you do. Of course you do. Because it's tier 2. That doesn't really seem like that would be that much. Yeah, they sell for 250 million. I really need to sell my Orca, but I don't want to part with it. I never use it. Never use it. Never use it. Yeah, nobody. Man, it's quiet. I didn't even look to see how many we're on tonight. Let's see. 16,000. That's not bad. Excuse me. Did I use my points? I don't think I did. I did not. So let's pause. Apply. And start back up. Yeah, there's another thunderclap. Ooh, that's a long one. I can feel that one in my feet. But, you know, we were under severe thunderstorm until 30 minutes ago, so it doesn't seem like they've extended it. Typical. Typical. Phone's not all the way charged. Need to finish charging it up. As long as we lose power while I'm sleeping, I don't care. Actually, no, I don't want that. That air conditioner shut off. It was, you know, it was weird. Ads. Ads. So for you YouTube guys, that's every time my ads run, I stop talking because the people on my stream can't hear me. No, now that I think about it, I have several of them that actually subscribe, so they probably can hear me, so. I didn't ever have anybody that subscribed, so. It's just Amazon again, huh? There's Khaleesi. Hey, Khaleesi, thanks for the raid. Woo-woo! Thanks for following. Noideron. Check your contracts. All right, I'll check them out. Appreciate it. I sent you a care package. All right. Well, thanks for that. I appreciate it. No need for that, but I appreciate it. Ion Wolf, what's up, buddy? Good to see ya. Welcome, Raiders. You guys have a good stream tonight? Khaleesi treat you well? Yeah, exactly. Yeah, well, I'm not super poor, so I'm just super cheap. So, what's up, GT Matt? Good to see you tonight. So, what were you guys doing on your stream? What were the beavers up to? Building the dam? There you go. There you go. Combat runs. Excellent. Excellent. I'm doing nullsec mining again because I found another nullsec system tonight. And nobody's in it. Nobody's bothering me. In fact, my guard dog here is kind of a waste. I'm thinking I should have given him a miner and had him mine as well. He's just sitting here. Making billions. Yeah, unfortunately, not likely. I'm lucky to make millions, so, but... Oh, so escalation would be nice. There you go. I know that's what Chaos is always working on. Always trying to get the escalations, so... I do need to do some of those abyssal sites here one of these days. That's one of those where I gotta do some research on it before I jump into that, because I'll end up losing my shirt. There was that war earlier. It's been very, very quiet since. Maybe that's what it is. If you need a hand, Matt and I run TOs. Okay. Yeah, I may take you up on that. I'm actually here in the Midwest of the country. I'm under a severe thunderstorm warning. So they actually said till 11, but it's almost 12. And now it's actually starting to rain. So I said, yeah, I should have been a weatherman because... it's the only one where you can be wrong all the time. So So GT Matt, I've actually been playing Eve since Eve was born in 2003. So my main, I don't have my main on right now. These are two of my alts, but my main is actually 4 months younger than Eve. Eve's birthday is in May of 2003, and I think his birthday's in September of 2003. So, oh, there you go. Yep. Yeah, they're right here in Kansas City now, and they're kind of carrying on. The heat's been outrageous here the past couple of days, so I was expecting a thunderstorm. So, kind of stirs it up. Well, it's funny because my character's 21 years old, but I think I only have skill points for like 8 of those years. So yeah, there's out of the 21 years, I've had a lot of away time. So I tend to get bored with it from time to time, or they make some rule change or do something or nerf something, and I give up and come back. But I always end up coming back. It's definitely graphic wise and just, the different things you can do. It's enough to keep you entertained. If I get bored with mining or something else, I can go do combat runs, or I can do scanning, or I can do data sites. It's always got something to do. So, yeah. Well, and that's mine. My AC has been running nonstop, so I'm really not looking forward to my electric bill when it comes out at the beginning of next month. So, or actually, I guess it's August now, so the beginning of this month. So, because I'm sure it's probably going to be $400. So, yeah, it can be. My problem is I have a lot of my experience comes from the old days, and so it doesn't really apply anymore. And so that's where I tend to get in trouble is I think things work one way, and I end up getting, ganked or something because it didn't work the way I thought it should. So, but, those kind of lessons are ones you learn the hard way, and you usually learn them better than you learned the other ones. Uh-oh, somebody's in with a cheetah. I better get out of here. He's probably trying to scan me down. That's a frigate. Yeah, let's get him out of here. He's probably going to scan my can down. Come on. Let's see if he's cutting through. He blows me up. He blows me up. Nope, he's gone. He was just cutting through, or he cloaked. Run, friend. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, I know. I didn't want to do the cans, but since nobody here was bugging me, I thought, what the heck? So, but he doesn't have any scanners out, so, or any drones out, so, or probes out. Blah. Well, you know it way better than me. My first character's 37 days old. 37 days! Oh my goodness, what a young buck. Oh, to be young again. Oh, to be young again. That's part of the problem, is they change so many things, and I don't learn them because my character's too old. So yours is, really, Khaleesi, yours is only 22 days, and you're giving me stuff, for crying out loud. Yeah, they've been productive 22 days, Yeah, our corp had a ton of stuff, and so when I came back this time, so I've been back, I don't know, 3-4 months? Maybe 3 months. I think it's about 3 months. And, yeah, when I came back, the corp had been completely stripped. And I was super upset about that. And then, it was, oh well. Yeah. So you killed somebody with a venture? That's pretty cool. I always get killed in the venture. So, yeah. It's always nice to have somebody to take you under their wing, Well, I appreciate that. I am 99.9% sure I'm going to be coming over to join you guys' corp. So yeah, look out for me. I'll be sending my guys over. So Yeah, so yeah, because you guys do a lot of the same stuff I like to do, so kind of like to have somebody that's in the same ballpark. So yeah, I guess that cheetah was just cutting through. Guess he was just cutting through. We had a shuttle earlier, and he just cut through, but I wasn't worried about a shuttle, so. Yeah, so there's actually a gas belt here in this null system, but it's got a ton of sleeper drones that are protecting it, and I went in there with Kragen and tried to clear them out, and they tore me up pretty quick. I had to run with my tail between my legs. My cruiser wasn't enough, so yeah. Yeah, and that's what I usually figure. I kind of come in, and if I see there's somebody here, then I leave it alone. I don't mess with them. If there's nobody around, I don't mess with there's a POS here. I don't mess with the POSs. I just mine some stuff. But yeah, I was thinking the gas is a lot more profitable, so I was thinking about mining the gas. But yeah, there were so many rats on that belt that it was like, yeah, that's not gonna work. So. And I thought, you know what? I could clear them out. And yeah, I wasn't in there 30 seconds before they started ripping through my shields. So I didn't even get a chance to launch my drones, which was good. Because then I didn't have to recall my drones and wait for their slow butts to get back to my cargo hold. Yeah. Yeah, I've got a prorator that I use, and oh, I love that thing. It allows for covert ops cloak, and it aligns on a dime, and so it's one that I use. And very rarely and it's a blockade runner. Very rarely can anybody catch me in that. But yeah, and it's also good for carrying stuff, but it doesn't work well for it doesn't have any guns or anything else. But yeah, that's probably my favorite ship. And so I run it around everywhere. But I've actually run some gate camps in that. The only time they caught me with that was when they were using smart bombs. And those cut through my my cloak and my shield real quick. But most of them don't use the smart bombs. You can't use in high sec, but yeah, null sec and that kind of stuff, nobody cares. So yeah, so the smart bombs are kind of a risk there. But that's what I'm planning on. I'm gonna come back and pick this can up with. Is I'm gonna pick it up with that prorator. So each one of my guys can fly the prorator. That's one of the first things I trained on them. And so, but yeah, I'll definitely check out the speed tanker. Uh-oh. What happened? Oh, there's a Tengu. Uh-oh. He's warp scrambling me. He's actually taking out Kragen. Yep. I didn't even see him come. Yep, I didn't even see him come. Alright, we'll get him out of there. So, my can's there, so I'm not going to get my can. We'll see, I'll come back with my cloak. Yeah, he must have been cloaked. I was too busy talking. The workers are going where? Oh, he's here too. Come on, let me out. All right. Let's dock. Actually, let's just jump to Venoland. So actually, it doesn't look like he messed with my cargo container, so. let's jump to Vanillin. No, let's go to cooling. He chased me out. So it may have been, yeah. Yeah, it may have been that he was, that might be his system. That might be his POS in there. So yeah, so. Yeah, I may try and go back with my covert ops. Because I can cloak with that one. I don't want to lose my Pro Raider, though. But I can build the Pro Raider, so that's not a huge problem. Yeah, if he camps the gate and warp scrambles it, I might not be able to get close enough to the gate. Though I should be able to cloak. And then use the micro warp drive to get close. Yeah, we may try. I may give him like 10 or 15 minutes. I'm pretty sure they said that the cans are good for 2 hours. Nah. I appreciate it though. I don't want anybody else to lose anything. Then I'd really feel bad. I lose ships all the time. That's not a big deal for me. But if anybody else lost one, then I'd really feel bad. So, in fact, I have a BPO of how come? Oh, I didn't jump. I have a BPO of the Vexor, so I'll just build it. It's Hogamo, if you guys want to, but like I said, I don't want you guys to risk your ships. I hate to have you guys lose your ships, so I'm probably going to go back with my Pro Raider because I can cloak. But I'll give him 15, 20 minutes to give him a chance to think that I am not coming back. No. I was in nullsec, but the entry is in Hogamo. Yeah, the entry's in Hogamo. Sorry. Yeah, and I could give you guys the, or I could fleet with you, have you guys do it. But he didn't get to pod me, so that was good. Not that it matters. I don't think I have any. I don't bother putting any implants on anymore because I get killed too much.
Docking request accepted.
That's a problem with trying to fly 2 accounts too. It never quite works out the way you planned. But actually, I got him out of there. I should have grabbed as much as I could carry out of the can, but yeah, it was nullsec. It was nullsec. But yeah, I'll have my main throw another Vexor in the oven. So yeah, no biggie. I was gonna jump into Hogamo, but he may be monitoring Hogamo. So if I stay out of Hogamo for 10 or 15 minutes, he may go back to whatever he was doing before, or getting his hauler and picking up my stuff. We'll see. I didn't even catch his name. Actually, it'll tell me on the kill report. Rat. That was it. Rat Roland. That which is my techno. That's his corp. Yeah, he definitely snuck up on me. Of course, I wasn't paying attention. I knew that was going to happen. I said something to, hey, what's up, Caviar? Oh, I was mining nullsec. It was actually a really quiet system. Nobody had bothered me for over an hour. I was just, lollygagging around. I had a guy there. Playing guard that was scanning for me, but I was too busy talking. So let's switch. We'll switch back to rage here. And we'll see. I'll have him jump in the Hogamo.
Warp drive active.
No. The Vexor was my guard. I was mining an adventure, and I got it out. I just didn't get it. I was mining into a can because nobody was bothering me, and I kind of figured that's what's going to happen. They probably sat there and said, "Hey, let him fill that can up, and then we'll jump him. Let him do all the work." Yes. Yeah, both of my accounts are Omega, so. But yeah. So he's not here. Wait. I'm not looking. Rat. Nope, he's not here. And I won't see him there, so.
Warp drive active.
Actually, I should have warped further out. But yes, both my accounts are Omega, so. Get in a prospect because you can fit a covert. So anytime some pops local, you can cloak up and fly a safe spot. Yeah, the problem is you don't see local when you're in nullsec, so local doesn't pop, so.
Warp drive active.
So, yeah, so wormhole space, yeah, so. Yeah, it was one of the J11 systems, so whatever we call that now. I call them all wormhole space, nullsec space, yeah. But let's see. I really don't want to lose the Pro Raider, but I could build another one. Wouldn't be the end of the world. That would definitely be a better kill for him. It'll last another day, so it's still got 4 hours on it. Null has local. Maybe should fill him in out to null and mine and extract with the Pockman fill. But yeah, I thought about that, but I get killed in Pockman all the time too. So. Somebody always jumps me in Pockman. Alright, so I don't see him here. So let's do. I'm going to do my cargo container, but I'm going to do 30.
Warp drive active.
Let me do my direction scanner. Close you. So my cruiser wreck is there. My can is there. Yeah, I probably do. I'm just paranoid. Let
Warp drive active.
I'm just paranoid. Nah, don't worry about that. Like I said, in this case, I should be able to warp right to the can and grab it.
Warp drive active.
Even if he's sitting there, I should have enough time to get it out. So, but thank you though. I appreciate the offer. I think all he was trying to do was say, "Hey, this is our system. Get the heck out of here."
Warp drive active.
Didn't get it all. All right, there's a heron, so he's trying to scam me down. I appreciate it. Nah, I got most of it out. And I'll probably fly in and get another load. Because they obviously don't seem to care. They got their probes out looking for me. Either that or they're trying to scan down my can. Maybe that's what they're trying to do. I'm going to dock and drop this off. If I can get to my can before they do. There's not much left in it, so. No, you can't? Oh, okay. I thought you could. Well, then, yeah, in that case, they could scan down my wreck. So, yeah. Yeah, oh, yeah, they'll see it on D-Scan. But I don't know that they'd be able to pinpoint that, so, but they could scan down my wreck, so. Which, that's the other one. I should have bookmarked the wreck and seen what was in it and see what I could have recovered. Okay, can't scan wrecks either. I thought you could scan wrecks. Well, that's awesome then. Well then, yeah, they're probably just trying to scan me down, so.
Warp drive active.
So yeah, I'll get in there, I'll cloak again, I'll pick up the rest of the can, which will get rid of the can. Yeah, I didn't actually have a chance to bring my drones out, so I thought about it, because then I could have actually done maybe some damage, but I'm polarized from my recent transit. There we go. Yeah, they're still trying to scam me down. So let's do this. Let's go here.
Warp drive active.
I'll uncloak when I get to the can, but that won't be a problem.
Warp drive active.
Oh, I must have a asteroid near me. There we go. Actually, I just looked and my wreck is empty, so no sense in me going back for it. So they did pull everything from the wreck. Really? 1 minute? Come on. Well, in that case...
Warp drive active.
Yeah. Or they didn't have the cargo capacity for the can, probably, so... Oh, there's another ad. I'll sit out here for a minute or two so that the wormhole, I can go through it when I get back, other than sitting there at the wormhole. I'm kind of surprised they weren't camping the wormhole, to be honest. Maybe they didn't know which one I came in from. Actually, I think they did know which one I came in from because they followed me out. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. You know what? Let's do this. Since we ain't got nothing better to do.
Warp drive active.
Maybe they're just not that smart. Nah, I don't know. If they're living in a wormhole system, I think they usually are pretty bad. Safari browser ad? Wow. Safari's almost as old as I am, for crying out loud. Okay, maybe not that old, but yeah. So they definitely cleaned out my wreck. So yeah. So no worries there. So. So yeah, they definitely cleaned that out. The other thing they could do is they could destabilize the wormhole. Trap me inside here.
Warp drive active.
Yeah, I do too. Because that's the first thing they do. Is grab that. That's usually where the profit is, so. All right, bud. Actually, I'm almost done, so. But I appreciate the raid. Thanks again. I'm really surprised they're not camping this exit, because that's what I would have done. That's definitely the way they're going to come back in, so. All right, now the question is, which one of these stations did I drop it off on? There we go.
Warp drive active.
Yeah, she's a clever one. Yeah. Have a good night, Khaleesi. So we got all the ore. It wasn't a complete loss. The Vexor I can rebuild. That's not a big deal. I think I can build it, and I can build all the modules that I have on it. So no big deal at all. So was Arcanor and Bisat.
Accepted. Docking permission requested.
So I don't think it was a whole lot. We were only mining for about an hour, but I'll go drop this off in Venolin. But yeah, let me see who I'm going to raid, because we got to figure out who we're going to raid. Do. Who's still out here? I was going to raid Khaleesi, but Khaleesi's gone. Actually, I don't see anybody on here that looks good. Who's she? Yeah, there's like nobody on tonight. Well, that sucks. I don't know Imminent Entropy. Do you guys know him? Or Boojum? Or LB LeBlanc? And there's just Bondar JR. Man, that looks like a pretty cool stream. Thanks, Khaleesi. You guys are awesome.
Warp drive active.
Okay, that works for me. You guys know somebody? That's good enough for me. So let me set up a raid with him. And we'll get that taken care of. That's all that matters. As long as he's supporting the community, like you said, that's all. That makes all the difference. So my big problem now is spelling his name. Watano Mas Donk. All right, looks like I got it. All right, well, I want to say thanks again, guys, for watching. Appreciate it. I will be streaming tomorrow. Is my last night for the week, but I will be streaming tomorrow night, so hopefully I'll see you there. You guys are always welcome, and we'll see if we can get killed again tomorrow night. So I'll throw a Vexor in the oven so I've got it ready for tomorrow night. So, but you guys have a great night. Thanks for being here, and I will see you tomorrow. I will. Thanks. You too. Be safe. Talk to you later.